Servus from the Pain Cave and welcome back to Zwift Racing. I hope you've been enjoying your summer. It has been a really hot one so far. Finally, temperatures cooled down a bit and I'm able to jump back on my indoor trainer. So today we are taking on stage 3 of the Tour Fever, finally racing on the brand new roads of Paris. The route is called Crêpe Escape, 19.6 kilometers with just over 120 meters of climbing, including the iconic Montmartre KOM from the 2024 Olympic Games and the final stage of the Tour de France. We've got a small but very strong field on the start line, including riders like Jan Iffert, Jesper van Doyersen and Simone Samparisi. I'm on the bottom of the start list, but we're still gonna try our best. And as you can tell by my look, I'm in big Tour fever. I was so excited going into this race. It's my first Zwift race in over a month. I've been training well outside. I'm in my best ever form, I reckon. But the big question remains, how well does that outdoor fitness translate back onto the indoor trainer? Because the riding style is so different. While outdoor it's better to stay seated and pedal at around 90 RPM. Indoor it's about standing efforts and to keep the cadence at around 70 RPM when going full gas. But in the end, my main goal for today was enjoy racing. I wanted to race aggressively, challenge these guys, but the Italian Samparisi had similar plans. He's going for the first attack. He is the strongest in the group with 7.1 watts per kilo on 5 minutes, so we can't let him go and we all react. You can see Jan is chasing, Jesper is chasing, I'm right behind here pushing already red numbers and we can close down the gap to Samparisi, so we can't let him go because whenever he has a gap we will probably not be able to catch him back. So yeah, and after with this first attack, I could clearly see like this is gonna be hard to break away. Samparisi is going for it again and I'm quick on the pedals to react here with up to 12 watts per kilo. I'm here in the wheel of Jesper and we can close down the gap to Samparisi yet again. My heart rate is already climbing up to 185 beats per minute. So this is almost like, yeah, close to my max. Normally, like in the last few weeks, I was like maxing out at 190 BPM, so we are close there already, maxing out the heart rate 6 minutes 45 seconds into the race, 189 190 beats per minute, and we could close down the gap. And I'm getting warm now, so I'm removing removing my beautiful bucket hat from Little Track. And yeah, we are back on the Champs-Élysées here, going back down here and reaching the Norwegian corner right here. And then we are turning right and going towards the Montmartre KOM and the Sacré-Cœur on top. So yeah, really exciting, really love these new roads here. You could see it in the chat, we were discussing things. Jan was offering like, hey, let's keep it cool, like yeah, Samparisi will just destroy us. So we kind of had this gentleman agreement to cool down and wait for the climb and enjoy these beautiful new roads. So I'm really happy that Zwift introduced these new climbs, new roads, because this is such a big addition for the Paris world. And now it would just be so cool to have that kind of linked with the France map to, yeah, go from the Van Top to the Montmartre. That would be really cool. Okay, back to racing. We are reaching the Montmartre KOM, 1.2 kilometers at an average of 4%. And yeah, you can see red numbers are already here. Joste is pushing it at the front. Samparisi is in his wheel. I'm also pushing 8 watts per kilo here at this point, 460, 470 watts. And yeah, we reached that first middle section where it is flat for a few meters and then we kick it off again with like 8% gradient. First guys are using their feather. I'm keeping it for a bit longer because the stretch is still very long here to the top. Jesper is going full gas here, 10 watts per kilo. I'm also increasing the pace now to 10 watts per kilo with the featherweight power up. Jan is pushing it hard, Samparisi at the front, almost 10 watts per kilo, so the pace is really relentless. I'm suffering really hard here, 193 beats per minute, and we are reaching the top very soon. I just need to stay on the pedals. I'm suffering really big time here, but I know I need to stay with this group. Jesper is behind me. I can see he is struggling a bit, but he's also trying his best to hold on to the group. Samparisi is crossing the line at first. 1 minute 58 seconds, 427 watts here for me, 98% effort. I'm suffering really hard here. Heart rate is still at 193, was maxing it out at 195 beats per minute. I have not been that high for a long time on Zwift. And yeah, we are going past here Sacré-Cœur. What a beautiful climb. So really shout out to Zwift. They did an amazing job for this. It looks amazing, it feels amazing, really love it. And the group is still together with 4.5 kilometers to go. Group is together. I was super much on my limit. Jan is creating a small gap, and then I can see he is pushing here 6 watts per kilo. He tries to get away, and I'm quick to react because I know, like, if we give Jan a few seconds, we will not be able to catch him. That's for sure. So I'm trying to be explosive here, trying to react really fast to get into his draft. But I'm also hoping these other guys are chasing, and they do, to kind of use my draft and close down the gap to Jan. And this was really close, like they should bust me, and I was like almost gapped here at this point. So I'm suffering here once again. Legs are hurting, I can tell you. This effort up Montmartre costs so much energy. But yeah, I'm still here with the group. Everything is back together with 2.7 kilometers to go. And yeah, now it will be track racing. Like, who will make the first move? It's a very small but very strong group. So I was expecting some attacks at any seconds. And I was also thinking myself, like, should I go for the attack? But then I was like, no, normally I have good sprints. So probably the later this accelerates, the better for me. That was at least my idea. Let's see if this will also turn out like that. But yeah, 1.4 kilometer to go, and still no one is doing a thing here. Yeah, Jan is at the front, 1 kilometer to go, and then I see he is slowing down here. He is even stopping to pedal, so I expect him to come from behind and shoot past us, but he is not doing so. So no attack yet. Still everyone is kind of waiting for someone to make the first move. And yeah, at this point probably I should have just gone to the back and shoot past, but I was hoping that the later we start to accelerate, the better I would be, the more explosive I can be. And 700 meters to go, everyone is still hesitating and waiting. I've never seen this before. And now Samparisi is opening up the sprint here with 15 watts per kilo. I didn't want to be the first to follow him. I wanted to have some draft from these other guys here and kind of overtake them at the very end. And now they're all starting to sprint with 500 meters to go here. I'm a bit late to react here, 12 watts per kilo. And I can see I'm not really able to follow them. Like, they are pushing 15 watts per kilo. They're pushing really, really hard. And I cannot really accelerate here. Just almost 14 watts per kilo for a second. But yeah, this is my maximum. Just 700 watts, 11 watts per kilo. And I have no chance against these guys like today. They are on another level. They beat me fair and square. So yeah, I finished 6 out of 7, which is not remarkable. But these guys were so strong. So chapeau to all of them. Congrats to Samparisi, who won the race. Shout out to Jan for finishing in 3rd, and Jesper for finishing in 4th. It was an entertaining race. Following the attacks of Samparisi at the beginning was painful, but Montmartre was absolutely insane. I had to go so deep there to stay with the front, but I'm really happy I could manage to do so. And this rewarded me with a 2-minute seasonal PB, 7.2 watts per kilo or 433 watts, and also a 90 seconds PB with 7.9 watts per kilo. What a race! I'm really happy to be back racing on Zwift. The legs definitely showed the outdoor training has paid off, but there's still plenty to improve when it comes to sprinting. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to leave a like, please subscribe if you're new, and let me know down in the comments, how does your indoor form compare to your outdoor form? Do you feel stronger outside, or does the trainer suit you better? Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Cheers and ride on.
Remember to subscribe.